are 20 things I wish I knew before moving to Florida. If you're new here, my name's Alexandra and I'm a local realtor down on Florida's Space Coast. I have people calling me every day and I absolutely love it. So if you have any questions about what it might be like living here in Florida, go ahead and give me a call, send me an email, or shoot me a text message. I've got your answers and I would love to chat with you. And if you want to keep seeing videos like this, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time we post a new video. All right, let's get into it. Because this is a really long list of 20 items, I'm going to split it into two, so this is part one. Number one, things rust quickly here. The high humidity and salty air in Florida cause metal to rust and corrode a lot more quickly than in other states. According to sciencing.com, the salty, humid ocean air causes metal to corrode 10 times faster than in air with normal humidity levels. This means your outdoor furniture, lawn equipment, grills, car frames, and any other metal that is kept outdoors will require additional maintenance and care to keep these items in working order. Number two, pest control is a must. When we lived in Georgia, we could be a little more lackadaisical with how often we sprayed for bugs. That just isn't the case here in Florida. In Florida, you have to be on top of your preventative bug spraying, otherwise those bugs will move in very quickly. We spray quarterly and sometimes need some extra sprays in between. Everyone's going to have different pests to deal with depending on which part of Florida they live in. For us, sugar ants, silverfish, and house spiders have been our major opponents. Number three, you still need to own a winter coat. While Florida has year-round warm temperatures, we still get a few very cold days each year. For example, just a few days ago, at 9 o'clock in the morning, it was 38 degrees. That's pretty chilly for Florida. On a more normal day at 9 a.m., cicadas would already be screeching and it would be pretty hot outside. So you definitely don't want to get rid of all of your winter gear in the excitement of moving to a warmer climate. Number four, these Quaker parakeets have established populations throughout the state of Florida. It is not uncommon to see one land in your backyard or to see a large flock sitting in a tree nearby. What is common are people panicking that they've seen someone's lost pet bird land on their fence and now they don't know what to do. More often than not, these are not lost pets, they're wild birds. Number five, lizards are everywhere, and I'm not sure I was prepared for it. House lizards are a thing in Florida, and it's completely normal to see lizards running around everywhere outside of your house and on your porch. While they may take some getting used to, the lizards are your friends. They do help you keep the pests at bay. The most common lizards you'll encounter here in Palm Bay are the brown and green anoles and the tropical house gecko. Number six, many homes do not have gutters. You would think that all Florida homes would have gutters considering the amount of rain that we get here, but that's simply not the case. Florida building codes do not require them, so it's an easy item for builders to cut out to cut costs. Some homes do not have any gutters at all, and others will have them on only one part of the house. So if having gutters is important to you, you'll definitely want to watch out for that when you're house hunting, because a lot of people don't notice that their home doesn't have gutters until after they move in. Number seven, room sizes are probably smaller than the room sizes that you're used to from the state that you will be moving from, specifically the spare bedrooms. For example, here on Florida's Space Coast, many homes were built in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, so the room sizes tend to be a lot smaller than in the new construction homes. But even in those new construction homes, a lot of my clients are surprised to see how small the spare bedroom room sizes are. When it comes to square footage and room size, your money will stretch a lot further in other states, especially in more suburban and rural areas. Number eight, most homes don't have fireplaces, and they don't have coat closets by the front door. If you're moving from a state that's further north and has cooler weather, you're probably used to most homes having fireplaces and coat closets. Here in Florida, we don't have many cold days, so there just isn't a need for them. In terms of the lack of coat closets here in Florida, it definitely can create a storage issue, especially if you're used to having all of your coats and vacuum cleaners, shoes, and stuff like that in the front closet, you'll have to brainstorm where in your house that you can keep those items instead. Number 9, homes are very close together here. Here in Florida, and subdivisions specifically, homes tend to be placed very close together. Typically, when we go look at our first community, a lot of my clients will say, hey, I would like to see a community where homes are spaced further apart. I want more of a yard and I don't want my neighbors super close to me. Well, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of those. It's very rare to find a subdivision that has a larger lot. So if you're looking in gated communities and HOA subdivisions, you're going to have to get used to the idea of being pretty cozy with your neighbors. Number 10, most homes don't have basements. If you're moving from another state and you use your basement for storage, you may want to consider paring down your items because you won't have a basement here in Florida, or at least it's highly unlikely. The water table is very high in Florida, and it's impossible to dig very far without hitting water. So basements simply cannot be built. If you have a lot of items that need to go into storage, you'll have to think of other solutions. Watch out for part 2 next week where I go over items 11 through 20. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Thanks for watching. Bye!